like I'm actually this is not. I'm not gonna laugh about this because I actually think it's quite sad. Um, Baker's just he's not a good quarterback anymore. I don't know what happened because I think he used to be that this bad. He's now fighting with the Carolina media, which is the whole thing's falling apart. And I feel bad because Baker is a good dude. He brought a lot of stuff to Cleveland, and now he looks like just a piece of garbage. And he's fighting with fans, and he's going to go to the next team and fight with fans, and he can't get out of his own way. Now, Carter, you can go on and laugh.
It's so amazing to watch. Hopefully, this just brings peace to the sovereign nations, and hopefully we can just we can just come together and just move on as a whole, because and there was nothing better than watching this dude who basically is me on Twitter, but not me, and Jackson comments under every one of his tweets, and I just sit through him. I study all and scroll through and watch all of his comments as he tries to defend Baker.
I will say this. Going into the year, I picked the Panthers to actually beat the Browns. I, honest to God, like, I know I've shit on Baker before. Like, I have. And I've also praised Baker as well. Like, I would say I would like to think that I'm a fairly honest man when it comes to Baker Mayfield, because he did provide a lot for me in the city. However, he will be out of the league within a couple weeks.
Here in Charlotte, throughout the history of this franchise, as Mayfield fires, and that's nearly picked off by Byron Murphy.
I mean, it's really bad. He's probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL right now, and he's not going to have a job at the end of the year. Like, honestly, it's really bad.
Rumor has it State Farm has offered him an internship position, paying it about $18 an hour.
I don't know. I feel bad. Like, I want him to succeed, just even a little bit, like just a little bit of success. But it honestly, I don't think it will happen.
Jake, you may make more money your first year out of college than Baker Mayfield is currently making. You get out of college.
If I make $40 million in my first year out of college, I'll be really thrilled with myself.
He's going to be like to make $12, like flipping burgers.
Your turn. Shut your mouth. I just need to continue to say this. Again, do I think Baker Mayfield's a good quarterback anymore?
Shotgun for Mayfield. Pump, hooks a pass, and he tosses it to the other team, Mosley. Down the sideline, Mosley cuts it inside. All the way. Touchdown, San Francisco.
No, he looks horrible. Carter, hey, moron, I said that the last 3 episodes.
I'm proud of you.
No, shut up. I said that the last 3 episodes. If you didn't live in your little bubble, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
This was a wonderful weekend for the Baker Bros. And even more wonderful for me.
I'm not a Browns fan. You're not a Browns fan.
I'm absolutely a Browns fan, but I do love Baker.
If you didn't live in your own little bubble in fairy tale land, you would have heard me say that the last 3 episodes. I picked the Cardinals to win this game. Kyler Murray's undefeated against Baker Mayfield. Once again, Carter, I'll say this. You legit have a sickness. It's a disease. I have never seen someone let another person affect their life as much as you let Baker affect yours. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's straight up ridiculous. You could barely even speak after a Baker Mayfield. And the Browns the Browns are 2-2. So Carter, I don't know what you're laughing at. It's hard to watch you when you talk about Baker Mayfield.
You know what?
I predicted this game to a T. Shut up. I predicted this game to a T. I said Cardinals win. I said Murray improves to 3-0 against his older brother. And again, I still think Baker's a phenomenal guy. I think he has had it hard in the NFL. He is with a new team, like his 6th offensive coordinator, his 6th head coach, the worst offensive line in football, and he completely had to switch up his mechanics in the offseason because he tore his labrum. No circumstance has he had it easy. Is it an excuse to be this bad? No, he's the worst quarterback in the league right now. But no, Baker's had it hard. You hating on his downfall is downright pathetic, considering everything he did for the city of Cleveland. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And again, you have a sickness. I have never seen anyone root for the demise of a man as much as I've seen you with Baker. It's pathetic.
I will say this really quick. Jackson, thank you for that. I do appreciate it because I get good laughs out of that. I will say there is a cycle, and there always has been a cycle. It's been every year. And so far, I think this cycle maybe just took a stall. And so either he's out of the league or he's a top 10 quarterback and he's just going to be on fire the next couple of weeks. And then if that's the case, I think you might hear it. You might hear it the most you've ever heard it from him. And I want Baker to be good just for a couple weeks, just so I can continue to see this thing go at it. Because it's honestly so funny. It's honestly hilarious. So I honestly hope he's good for the next couple weeks, just so Jack can just absolutely pound it. That'd just be
If I have a sickness, you are the disease, Jackson, because you make it all worse. My hatred for Baker Mayfield is fueled through your absolute adoration for this man who delivered in what retrospect was nothing to Cleveland. I mean, maybe I'll give him the win for Pittsburgh, but there's no trophy. I don't got a trophy in my trophy case, and that's what I want, and that's what I need for the Browns. That's what my dad needs. That's what my grandfather needs. 3 generations of nothing. Nothing. I'm tired. I'm tired of praising mediocreness. If Baker was on the Browns right now and they were 2-2, you'd be like, oh, no, I just couldn't do it anymore. And to watch him just melt, it's like watching your whole, just the whole facade for him. Just watching that melt. That is my disease, because there's nothing greater. Because I was trashed and plastered for a year by you repeatedly, over and over, character assassinations for hitting on Baker Mayfield. And guess who was right?
Not you. No, my character assassinations for you have absolutely nothing to do with Baker Mayfield. You're a character that I need an assassin for, Carter. It's pathetic. You are the captain of a varsity basketball team, and you are letting another man control your life this much.
There is character assassination right there. It's so good. It's so good. It's to a T. You're like lobbing up a little lob pass for me, and I'm Evan Mobley just dunking it repeatedly. So amazing.
You will never touch a rim.
See, there it is. Character assassination. What does that have anything to do with the?
You know, you boys never disappoint. I was
a sickness. You have a sickness. It's a disgusting one.
All right, next we got to move on. Next game here, Patriots.
Well, I need to add one more thing. Actually, I'm sorry. No, you are more likely to see Liverpool win a Premier League than you are to see the Browns ever win a Super Bowl, because you're also a bandwagon Premier League. I didn't know you were capable of.
Terrible this year. What's happening with anything?
All right,
you hopped on before the season started when you thought they would win the Premier League.
No, move on. We're moving on.
They weren't even the favorites.
Shut up.
They won.
Patriots, Packers.
They never won.